It's Time Warner Cable's local edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Chris Brown is joining us. He is the mayor of Hawthorne. I've heard your name a lot, an up-and-coming star, no doubt. I want to speak with you about your city. Like many cities, your city had used redevelopment as a tool to try to revitalize blighted areas. No longer is redevelopment a tool. What is your city doing to drive economic development?
Bringing in new developers and also talking to the existing developers, like the developer of the Hawthorne Mall, Bay. He's owned the mall roughly 2 decades, but the mall's been empty since 1999.
Literally
empty. Literally empty.
Not a single thing in that mall.
Not one store. There's a government agency attached to LA County at the north side of the mall, but other than that, the mall is 80% empty.
So what's happening? I mean, that really is an example of how economic development can bolster an area. And when you think about a city like Hawthorne, which is just over 6 square miles, if you can get that mall going, wow, you could really get your city on the move.
Exactly. We're talking to Armin daily. We're working out a plan to bring new jobs to the mall. Outlet Mall is in particular what we're...
I'm ready for that, as is my wife, I'm sure.
What we're looking to do. And it's going to create over 2,000 new jobs and about 1,200 construction jobs.
But how does a city incentivize that type of behavior when you don't have that redevelopment tool, which allowed so many, one could argue, creative options in terms of government financing? You can gather real estate together, tax increment, it's gone.
We need a flexible council and a mayor. Armin, to his credit, has proposed 11 different proposals through our council over the last almost 2 decades. But now it's time for our council to move forward and give a plan to bring our city forward and create new jobs.
Are you looking at the possibility of creating an enterprise zone, which you know has been transformed as well, that whole scheme?
Yes, we're engaging that. We're spending roughly $13 million on Hawthorne Boulevard in grant money from Metro to redo Hawthorne Boulevard. We're looking to bring in citywide Wi-Fi. We're talking to Google, Time Warner, and actually AT&T.
Time Warner, of course, the most important.
Exactly, to bring citywide Wi-Fi, to kind of bring a destination presence to Hawthorne instead of just a pass-through.
And so where do you go from here? Obviously, you're making moves, but you got to close the deal. As you know, as someone who works in real estate, you got to close the deal. So how do you reach the finish line on the variety of deals we've discussed?
Through our council. Our council, for the most part, we have to work together. If we work together, yes, for the most part, we are working together. This is one thing that everyone wants done throughout the South Bay. Hawthorne Mall is the only empty mall in the South Bay, and we could have an opportunity to be the first outlet mall here in the South Bay.
Is that going to happen? I mean, outlet malls are so incredibly popular.
Yes, they are.
And huge revenue generators, but most importantly, as it relates to your position right here and now, sales tax. Think how much sales tax you get out of those outlet malls.
Right,
huge
roughly
amount.
About $6 million a year in annual sales tax for our city. Our city was facing a $6.8 million deficit.
That would have closed it.
Right, for the, since 1994. But now we have an opportunity to be in the black for the first time since 1994.
I'm trying to think what outlet malls would be close. There really aren't many.
No, Citadel is the closest
Citadel,
one,
but that's a different, it's a different area of the city.
A lot of traffic. We will cater mostly to the LAX residents in the South Bay.
I was going to say, well, LAX visitors
and
as
Orange
well.
County, exactly.
So is this going to happen? I mean, who has to make, what has to be done to make this happen?
We have to have a council that agrees, and not unanimous, but a 3-2 vote.
Right, that would do it.
We'll focus on that.
What do you have to agree on? What's the issue? Just do it have to go through the planning commission and then approved?
It's approved through the planning commission, but the council has to approve the overall project. I think the biggest thumbprint on this is housing. We don't want any housing at the mall, and I think that's the biggest issue because our city is overpopulated by 71% rentals.
His name is Chris Brown. He is the mayor of the city of Hawthorne. My name is Brad Pomerance. It's Time Warner Cable's local edition.